What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mocs. Today on the channel we're building Josie's bar from Daredevil the show, and also Daredevil Born Again, as we've seen in the new show. Came out last week. Thought I would build this MOC. This is an iconic scene now. I just feel like people are going to be talking about this for a long time. Super hype. But yeah, I'm utilizing some cool techniques in this that I've seen from some other structures, but I kind of did this cool canopy effect that I kind of figured out how to do, and it actually works. So yeah, I thought those first two episodes though were so good. Oh my goodness, crazy stuff. Spoilers ahead. I'm going to talk about the first two episodes of Daredevil, of course, but we're going to put some apartments on top of Josie's bar because we only saw the ground level. And in these apartments, I'm actually going to do two more MOCs. I'm going to do Deadpool's apartment and also Peter Parker's apartment. I thought that would be hilarious. So yeah, expect those videos in the future. You got that Captain America sign, the exhibit sign on the side. These apartments are identical except for the windows are slightly different on them. And I am going to add some windows on the side later here. As you can see, they're not there yet, but I am going to add those so they can have a fire escape, of course. We're going to do another J. Jonah Jameson sign on the side as well. I just think it's hilarious to have these signs on the side. It just makes it feel like it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So yeah, and then this cool little structure on top. Most buildings have these on the top. You got that fire escape door on the top, and also we're going to put a water tank on the top as well. Just going to complete it, make it look like a New York City building. It could be in Hell's Kitchen, you know, Josie's bar, obviously iconic to the original show, and Daredevil Born Again. And there's that water tank for the top from actually the Daily Bugle. So yeah, and then we're going to also use these gargoyle structures from the Lego Batman polybag, and then we're going to put them on top. Makes it look very New York Gothic, and so I very much enjoy that. And then of course, Bullseye here with his straps, his mask. Of course, he's using Captain America's face there, so you have to make him stay facing forward or else you see that other face, of course. And then Daredevil without the D on his front, on the front of his chest, of course, so we're kind of just using a stormtrooper torso for the front. But yeah, guys, I really enjoyed these first two episodes. The reveal of Foggy dying here on the streets. Here's the streets done, of course, but we're gonna put some plants as well. But just Foggy dying, oh my word, that, like, I was not expecting that. It was crazy. And here's his minifigure, of course, using some cool figs and some cool torso pieces as well, you know. And then also Karen Page, of course, she's here. I'm sad they're not going to be in the full season. You know, I really like them as supporting characters, but I understand why. Of course, Mayor Fisk is become, you know, Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, has become the mayor, so that's kind of crazy as well. Here are the fire escapes, of course. I added those windows in as well, and then so that's going to kind of round out the build and make it look like a New York City building. But also, I'm just so hyped for where this show's going. I mean, there's so much potential. I hope they really stick the landing. They're really good at doing the first episode. They really have to kind of do the end well. So yeah, very exciting, guys. I mean, I can't believe Daredevil's back. I don't think we're going to get any Lego sets, which is pretty sad because it is kind of TVMA. I would just love to get a White Tiger minifigure, a Kingpin minifigure, a Muse minifigure. There's so much crazy stuff coming. But yeah, guys, though, even the White Tiger like reveal was kind of fun, and I just love how the whole show is like interweaved together with like that kind of subplot of the therapist that Matt is dating. You know, Kingpin needs marriage counseling. Also, kind of Muse is kind of hinted there as well with that guy who was like, I need help, please. So pretty crazy. Here's the Josie sign that I've built, of course, for the side of the bar. Pretty fun. I mean, it just kind of rounds out this build, makes it look interesting. You got a pipe on there on the side as well. And yeah, this is just so fun. I loved this scene. Even though the CGI was a little spotty, I think I still kind of enjoyed just the execution of it overall. Here is the first floor of the bar. Obviously, the other two floors I'm going to do in later videos with different apartments in there, of course. But yeah, you're going to add some light elements, some, you know, the actual bar with the drinks, of course, and the sliding part that goes up and down. It's just kind of a classic look, of course. And yeah, you can see this is in the actual show. I mean, they're like hanging out. Obviously, Matt and Karen and Foggy. It's like the good old days, of course. They don't know what's about to happen, of course. Kind of terrible. Bullseye is just ruthless in this show, obviously. We're going to use the taxi driver as kind of the guy behind the bar. We're going to use a TV from the Daily Bugle, of course. You got to have some news going. Going to have some little bar stools, of course. These are just utilizing that green piece with a brown piece, of course, as well. Going to have the other taxi driver just chilling in there. They got to relax after just a long day at work driving taxis. It's pretty hilarious. Going to use a Matt Murdock minifigure here using
Hawkeye's face, and also Michael Scott's suit, and then just a brown hairpiece from, I believe it's from Coulson. So yeah, a few other tables with some bar stools as well, kind of rounding. This is like a cop bar kind of, so it's kind of interesting. And so we're going to put some other cops, some minifigure cops into this scene as well. That was the one thing I thought was kind of interesting, just kind of throwing in those cop characters. It felt kind of weird because I think they obviously reshot this show. So they used some scenes from the previous version, kind of the MCU version. And then this version is Netflix canon. So very crazy that the fans, spoke out and it actually happened. And yeah, I just think this turned out so well. I really enjoyed this build, of course. And you can have all of them hanging out like buddies in the bar, just like you saw in the show. And here's just some B-roll images from this crazy mock, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed the show so far. I'm so hyped for the future of the MCU. And of course, Daredevil being one of the craziest, awesomest superheroes of all time, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a great rest of your day. Bye.